Alright guys, so here we're going to take a look at a boneless pork loin. This is on sale right now for $1.68 a pound at, I think it's Sam's Club. It's a Members Mark brand. So we got here about 7 3/4 pounds, about $12 worth of pork tenderloin. And I'm going to teach you how to make a bunch of pork chops out of it. First we're going to do is, on this side here, you see there's a little bit of fat, and underneath that fat is what's called silver skin. It's a thin membrane that doesn't really break down very well. It shrinks when you cook it. It makes the meat twist weird and stuff. So I'm just going to try to take most of that off, along with some of that fat, and clean it up a little bit. So we'll speed it up here while I clean through it and get most of this stuff off. You can leave the fat on if you like. That's a personal preference kind of thing. I'm taking it off these just because I want that silver skin gone. Again, it'll tend to make the pork chops curl up when you pan fry them, and I don't like that on my pork chops. So cleaning it up here real well, and then now let's take a look at squaring off the large end of it. And I'm just going to use a little bit longer knife for that. This is a butcher knife, but any sharp knife with the longer blade will be better for you. So take that end piece off. That's a great little pork chop for breakfast. And then what I'm going to go for here is between 1/2 and 3/4, so like 5/8 or so is the thickness on them. What that's going to do is that's going to give you a good, tender, moist pork chop that's going to be done all the way through when we do the breading on it. I'm going to show you how to do the breading here in a little bit. So let's go ahead and make some of these now and see what we come up with. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep on cutting these about, again, between 1/2 and 3/4, and let's see where we get to. Let's speed things up so you don't have to watch me cut all day. Now these are fine for just a season and pan fry. I'm going to show how to make a keto breading for them if any of you are on a keto diet where you're taking high fat and low carbohydrate. I've got a great breading to make these really delicious. I'm going to show you how to do on another video that's coming up here. But again, just chewing through these. Now, as we get down toward this end of the tenderloin, the other muscle, the chain muscle, comes into play. This is the same cut as the filet mignon is taken out of on a beef. So there's another muscle that comes into play. It's a little bit darker. It's got a lot of flavor to it. It's great tasting, but there's a little bit of connective tissue in between them. And I think here's where it starts. Yeah, there's one. And people may not like that, so you may want to go with the loin end rather than the chuck end rather than the loin end on that. These are the darker ones, have that connective tissue across the middle. There's nothing wrong with it. It tastes fantastic, but some people don't like it. So let's see what we got here. It looks like we got about what's that? Like 30 some odd pork chops out of that $12.70 tenderloin. So that's not bad for 12 bucks, and we're going to feed a lot of people with these and have a couple of meals, a couple of dinners, and a breakfast or two out of it. So that's how you do it. Hope you had an enjoyable time watching and learned something, and take care and have a good day.